Let's first start where it should start. The fact that we are sitting here on the eve of June 16, we are having this romanticized discussion about how young people must be at the peripheral end of things. Demonstrate to you, why have we finished 28 years and we are only able to say we must do better? It's because we're not talking about ourselves. We are talking about young people. I'm going to break it 3 times for you. Different 3 areas that will make you see how young people can never be driven to a future of a country that old people envision. The first one, when you talk about the 1976 generation, you are talking about young people who are political activists, who were never subjected to a political micromanagement of leaders that we see today, who do not want to impatiently allow young people to commit errors, both in political circles and outside, as long as they're agitating for a meaningful change in their country. That's the first thing. Secondly, when you are talking about education, you will hear our government saying, we have produced NSFAS as an intervention. Let me tell you, NSFAS will know the school calendar of varsities open in February, but NSFAS will start paying students in May. These are students that are coming from impoverished families where most of parents are not working. They are not working because in our country, unemployment has been normalized. That's the second thing. The third thing, we live in a deliberately orchestrated political decaying leadership because we don't have leaders who want to build a generation of young leaders that will be able to take this country forward. One of the things that is being done by the old people that were crying foul here now is that they are deliberately holding this generation of young people to be clueless, to languish in despondency. You know why? So that they can continuously become a recyclable solution that will forever stand up and say, we've got solutions to the problems. Listen, you know, one of the things that is critically important is that as leaders, we must understand a generational task. Once we have either failed on it or we have outstandingly performed on it, we must leave the stage. Minister Mtswaledi, speak about mentoring. Yes. Speak about leaders that they held their hand. It's them who don't want to hold the hands of young leaders because they are scared of the intellectual prowess of these young people. It is high time that we stop thinking that this elephant in this room of the old guard that doesn't want to be told that for you to produce a South Africa that we all envision. At some point you must understand that you're not Alpha and Omega. You don't have solutions to all the problems of this country. You must allow young people to be the necessary irritation, because at some point Nelson Mandela was an irritation to our Chief Albert Luthuli. He was constantly being reined in. Hey, when a young man, come here. That's not the march of line. But you can't have leaders who do not want to understand the energy of young people, who do not want to appreciate the extent to which young people have got impatience.
How can we solve that? How can you solve that bridge between the old and
to solve it by allowing the status quo to slowly start moving towards the door and let the room be filled half by the one that are the future and a quarter of it must be the mentors. You can't have mentors holding the entire hall.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there.